Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel here. If you're new, my name is Jewel, like I said. But you're creating your own obstacles in your head, literally. I know I'm not the only one who goes through these types of things, and I hope that this video can bring you guys some clarity, depending on if you're whether or not you want to start something, or you feel like you don't have the confidence or the motivation to do something. I'm gonna just share with y'all what I learned myself. So the first thing is projection. A lot of the obstacles we create in our head, a lot of the fears we have about starting something, 9 times out of 10, you don't even realize it's fears that aren't even yours. It's worries that aren't even yours. It's things that have been projected onto you as a child. For example, not wanting to travel out the country because you don't know what other countries are like, and then you kind of just in the back of your head you're like, okay, I don't really want to travel out the country, there's nothing for me out there. In reality, that's not even something you came up with on your own. That's something that somebody kind of instilled in you, and you kind of just went with that. You get what I mean? So a lot of the times, like, depending on if you want to start a business, for example, and you see people talking about, oh, my business did horrible for the first 2 years, but then after that it went up. That'll kind of put you off, and that'll kind of unmotivate you and kind of get you like, okay, well, 2 years is a long time. I'm not sure if I can wait that long. But you have to remember that their path is not your path. Their path is not your path. So whatever they went through, it took them 2 years. You never know until you try. And so from you just saying that, okay, it took this person 2 years, you don't even try yourself, because you're like, I don't have 2 years to wait. You never know until you try. You will never know until you try. A lot of the fears, and I had to unlearn this. I had to unlearn so many things, because a lot of the fears that I had towards a lot of things was just other people's projections and fears and beliefs onto me that kind of just made me not want to do it. And then I realized, well, wait a minute, I'm kind of interested in that. It doesn't matter whether or not I start out bad or I start out good, because if you're starting something for the first time, it's a good chance you won't be good at it. It's a very good chance you won't be good at it. Like, I'm at the park right now. I was playing basketball earlier. If my shirt looks dirty, that's literally why, because the basketball done got on my shirt. But I'm not good at basketball. The last time that I really played basketball was elementary school. But I did not let that stop me from coming out here and shooting some hoops. And don't let, just because you try something for the first time, don't let that discourage you. You have to stay motivated. And on the days that you are not motivated, you have to stay disciplined. Discipline comes into play when there's no motivation, because motivation is a feeling that comes and goes, and discipline is something that you're always going to have. When you don't feel like doing the dishes, sometimes you're motivated to clean your house, for example. Sometimes you're not motivated. That's when the discipline comes into play, because when you're motivated, you just get up and do it like you want to do it. On other days, you still need to clean your house, right? But you just might not be motivated to do so. So that's when the discipline comes in. It's like, okay, I need to get this house clean. No matter what, this house needs to be clean. Discipline is very important, to stay disciplined. And this is something that I am currently learning. Discipline is something that is going to take you very far, because what that pretty much is like, when you know you should do something, when you know you need to do something, but you don't have the energy or the motivation, and you get it done anyway, that's going to take you far. Back to the topic, projection. It's very important to analyze, and like, when you're afraid of something, because fear is just an emotion. It will pass if you allow it to. You have to let it go and stop holding on to it. And the way you can do that is by analyzing and rationalizing your fears, and deciding which fears are like, okay, I can let that go, and which fears are like, okay, I need to work on that. For example, starting a business, you need to analyze and rationalize that fear. For example, you might have a fear that nobody will buy your products. You have to realize that is a projection of your self-worth coming out of your mouth. When you say, oh, I'm not going to start because nobody's going to buy, that's what you think, because you believe that your products aren't worth buying. You have to believe that your products are like, you got to believe your products is all that in a bag of chips. You got to believe that your products are going to be the talk of the town. You got to believe that your products is going to make everybody like, what is that? Where did that come from? You get what I'm saying? You can't just be shooting yourself down, because when you say stuff like that, you literally shooting yourself in the foot. Nobody ain't shoot you in the foot, but when you say nobody's gonna buy it, nobody's interested in it, I don't think most people like this type of thing, you done shot yourself in the foot without even giving yourself a chance. You didn't even try to start running the race. You just shot yourself in the foot and was like, okay, I can't run. Like, come on now. We gotta do better as a collective. We gotta do better as a collective. It's important to analyze and rationalize your fear. You will never know if somebody wants to buy your product or not. And so once you decide that, okay, that fear is just holding me back, and you're like, okay, I can get through it. Now it's time to overcome that fear. And you're not going to overcome that fear by thinking and thinking and thinking, because 9 times out of 10, it's really nothing to it but to do it. It's nothing to it but to do it. Like, when I started my YouTube channel, I was thinking so much. I was like, okay, nobody's going to watch my videos, or who's like, are people really interested in this, or not too many people watch these types of videos. But like the last section, projection, I was shooting myself in the foot without even getting started. And then clearly I have started, and so I'm overcoming that fear by just making a video. It's literally nothing to it but to do it. If you want to start that lip gloss business, make you some lip gloss, set your little page up on your website or whatever the case may be, your Instagram shop, your Shopify account, whatever the case may be. Set it up, get you some gloss tubes, and you don't have to make a whole batch. I would advise anybody not to do that, but make yourself a good amount and start off by selling that. It's nothing to it but to do it. Literally just start selling it. The more time that you spend thinking about doing it rather than doing it, the more time you're wasting. The more time you're wasting. Because before I started this YouTube channel, I started thinking about this back in like March or April. Before March or April, like at the beginning of this year, because I've had previous channels, but at the beginning of this year, that's when I really started thinking about making YouTube videos again. My first YouTube video was posted back in September. My first YouTube video was posted back in September, and we're in October now. So I spent most of the year just planning and thinking. And it shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like, you're not gonna sit and think about, oh, I coulda did that. You didn't do it, that's okay. You're doing it now. Like I said, the more time you spend thinking about it, the more time you waste, and the more kind of like regrets and the more anxiety is going to build up towards it, and it's just going to make it harder, and the weight is just going to get heavier within you. That's why it's important. Just let the fears go and just get into it now. Seriously. Most things, like, and a lot of things, it don't even have to be starting a business, but most fears that people have, it literally takes zero thought. Like, you really don't even have to think about it at all. It takes zero thought. It does take 100% bravery. It takes 100% confidence. It takes 100% determination. It takes 100% willpower. And it takes 100% action. You're not gonna do anything if there's no action. You will not get anything accomplished if you don't do it. For example, getting on stage and talking in front of a crowd. Yes, I'm not gonna downplay that. Like, even now, that'll give me anxiety. But you know what? You have to realize that no one will know you're anxious but you. If you get out there and you put your best foot forward, and you get out there and you show how confident you are, and you just let everything fall, and you just be in tune with yourself, it's literally nothing to it but to do it. Like, all that anxiety would just fall away. It takes zero thought and 100% action to accomplish the things you want to accomplish. Zero thought and 100% action. If you want to lose weight and you steady thinking about how much you want to lose weight and eat healthy, you're not gonna lose weight and eat healthy by just thinking to yourself, okay, I'm gonna lose weight and eat healthy. I'm gonna be doing so many sit-ups. I'm gonna be running so much. But then you're not losing weight. You're just not doing it. All you gotta do is, if you want to lose weight, all you gotta do is get your behind up, go for a walk, go for a run, and then stick to it. Consistency is really key. Consistency is really key if you want to see results. Giving up is really not an option, especially if you just started. If you didn't start already, you need to start. This is your sign to start. You need to start. You need, whatever it is, you need to start. You need to stop creating these fears and illusions in your own head. Stop taking in what other people think about you, what other people believe will happen, and just start. Let all that go and just start. You never know where it'll take you. And if you have started and you're not that good at it, keep going. Keep going, because no one is gonna be 100% perfect at anything that they start off doing. No one. Give it 2 weeks, literally, and stick to it. And stick to it, because you'll never grow if you just decide you don't want to continue no more. You'll never grow. Giving up is not an option. When you first start out, you're not going to be good, but the more and more you continue, the more practice you get, the more things you learn about whatever it is that you're starting. You literally will become a master in no time. It would seem like it would take no time, but in reality, it's all a journey. The beginning of the journey is always the hardest because you're new, you're vulnerable. But the longer and longer you go down that path, the longer and longer you go through that journey, you become strengthened, you become resilient. Stick with it and see how far it takes you, for real. And it's important, it's very, very important to remain optimistic about whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Whatever goal you have, whatever it is you're trying to achieve, remain optimistic. Trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in spirit, source energy, whatever you want to call the creator, if you believe in a creator, whatever you want to call God, spirit, universe, trust that the universe is never leading you astray. Trust that the universe has your best interest. Trust that the universe wants you to get what you want. Trust that. Trust that the road that you are on, the path that you are about to be taking, whatever it is that you're about to start, trust that it's taking you exactly where you need to be. It's taking you exactly where you need to be. Or trust that it's taking you close, a lot closer than where you want to be. Trust it, because nothing happens by coincidence. Everything is always going according to plan in your life. So trust that it is going according to plan. Trust that this is the path you need to take in order to see the results you want to see, and follow that path and stick to it and stay consistent. Because once you start the path, when you get off the path, you didn't even complete it. And so now if you really can't, because you'll just be stuck there. There's no going back, and the only thing is to keep moving forward once you're on the path. You either keep moving forward or you stop right there where you are, and that's it. In order to see the next blessing, you have to cross that path. You have to finish that path so you can get to the crossroads and then choose another path. That's literally all it is. You go down one path, okay, that took me here. Now there's 2 more paths. And if you choose the path you want to go down, do you want to start that business, or do you want to just not start the business and then just wish your whole life that you would have took the other path and started the business? It's up to you. It's really up to you. It's not up to anybody else. It's not up to what anybody else says. You got to remain optimistic and remember that your life is in your hands. And no, that's not something to scare you. That's something to encourage you. Because now you know, okay, wait, anything that I do or say, that's going to reflect on me. That's going to reflect who I am. That's going to be my consequences, not anyone else's. If Jimmy, Bob, and Sue is like let's go egg somebody's house. You the one who choose to join in. Either you join in or you don't. Your life is in your hands. Your life is not in anyone else's hands but yours. And once you start your path, you have to remember that it is crucial for you to allow room for mistakes. If you don't allow room for mistakes, you will never grow. It is the mistakes that prompt us to learn. It is the mistakes that prompt us to grow. Literally, if we lived a life where we never made mistakes, I feel like a lot of us would be very ignorant. If a lot of us didn't learn from our mistakes, a lot of us would be very ignorant, constantly repeating cycles, constantly repeating karmic cycles that we constantly continue to go through instead of learning from your mistakes. Because what happens is you're going in this circle, right? And the circle, it just seems like it's over and over and over. For example, relationships. I always got to tie something in with an example to make sure I'm making sense. So, for example, you've always been in these toxic relationships over and over and over again. And then you decide, like, hold on. You notice a pattern. So you put a stop, and you're no longer going in a circle. And it redirects you, and now you can just go straight. That's kind of the way I picture it in my head. I always have to like tie something in just to make something make sense. And while you're walking on that path, you need to walk with faith. Walk as if God is right next to you. The universe, spirit is right next to you, right alongside you, guiding you down that path, because you're not alone. God can already see the full path. I actually seen it earlier when I was out here. I actually seen like an eagle. I'm not sure if it was an eagle, but it was a bird really high up in the sky just soaring. And I was like, and I thought about that, and I was like, I just instantly connected that to God. I don't know why I'm pulling grass out. I just instantly connected that to God, because it's like God can see the bigger picture. God already sees the whole path in front of you. You cannot see because you're walking the path. You don't have a bird's eye view of it, but God does. So you have to walk as if God is literally guiding you, like, okay, this is gonna happen, but here's how you get around it. When you choose to stay stuck, that means you're not listening to God's guidance, whatever the case may be. When you choose to stay stuck, you're not listening to God's guidance, and that's the truth. It's important to step into the unknown with excitement. When you come to that crossroads and you gotta pick those two paths, pick the path that would grant you a learning opportunity. Pick the path that will grant you a new experience. And step into that path with excitement. Step into that path with so much excitement. Like, I don't know where it's going to take me, but I trust that it's going to take me to someplace beautiful. It's going to take me out from where I was before, and it's going to put me on a whole new trajectory in my life. Literally. Trust that this is what God wants you to do, because in reality, we are all just here to learn and experience life for what it is. And so, for what it is, try new foods. For example, if you eat spaghetti every day for dinner, and then you have the option to get burger and fries, but you're so used to the spaghetti that you're scared to eat the burger and fries, you just missed out on the opportunity. You would never know if that burger and fries would have been so good to you. You never know until you try. Like, I don't know why I like to tie things with examples, but it's just the way I've been since a child. Like, literally, if you eating spaghetti every day for dinner, and then somebody's like, you want to go get a burger and fries, and you say no because you're only used to spaghetti, you just blocked your own blessing. You just blocked your own blessing. That could have been the biggest blessing of your life, and that could have opened your world up in so many more ways than one. You never know where a path is going to take you. You eating those burgers and fries, it could have took you to a whole nother world where you could explore more food besides spaghetti, burgers, and fries. You could have had strawberries, watermelon, donuts, ice cream, pasta, chicken salad. You could be trying all these things, but no, you want to stick with spaghetti, and so that's all you got. But I hope this video really did help somebody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope this video helped to give you a little push in the right direction to really get up off your feet and just get moving. I hope it gave you a new sense of direction. I hope that this video really opened a lot of people's minds. And if you did enjoy this video, please do be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Yeah, share this video with a friend and another friend who might need to hear this. You have to give yourself a round of applause for even starting. A lot of people think that they're gonna get the round of applause once they succeed. No, give yourself a round of applause for even starting. That's an accomplishment in and of itself. The fact that you even started. Celebrate every single win. Starting the business, that's a win. Creating a website, that's a win. Creating your products, that's a win. Listing your products, that's a win. Having someone view the website, view the product, that's a win. Purchasing the product is a win. Celebrate every single win. Celebrate it all. And you'll learn that you'll feel more grateful for a lot of things, man. Gratitude is very important to feel grateful, because when you're grateful for the little things like that, it just comes in abundance. Keep celebrating your wins. Every little win, celebrate it. Celebrate it. And if you're starting your workout journey, congratulations to you. You got this. Keep going. I've been starting mine. Y'all see, I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. Not too much. But I think I'm just gonna stay here and meditate a little bit more, and then I'm gonna head back home. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. Until next time, bye guys.